The Buffalo Bisons returned to Salem Field this week after a week away from downtown Buffalo. Let's take a look back with this road trip recap presented by Student Transportation of America. It was an old-fashioned pitcher's duel in the opening game of the series against Indianapolis, where the Buffalo Bisons received 6 strong innings from Alek Manoah in what would turn out to be his final Major League injury rehab start with the Bisons, dueling with last year's #1 overall pick, Paul Skeens. For Indianapolis, Skeens went 6 innings, striking out 7, but for Manoah, he gave up just 2 hits, 1 solo home run, and struck out a career-high 12 before going back to the big leagues and making his Blue Jays season debut with Toronto on Sunday. Indianapolis would open up a 3-0 lead in the opening game of the series through 7 innings, but in the top of the 9th, Damiano Palmaggiani came to the plate and tied the game with 1 swing of the bat, 3-3, sending the game to extra innings. Indianapolis would get the final run of the night. They'd had the last laugh on a Major League rehab by Yasmani Grandal for a 4-3 victory in 11 innings. It was a quick turnaround for Buffalo and Indianapolis on Wednesday morning as the Bison bats had trouble getting going offensively, at least in the run column. The Bisons did pound out 13 hits. A couple of different Bisons had 3-hit games, including Aurelvis Martinez and Spencer Horwitz, who continues to be one of the top hitters in the International League in both batting average and on-base percentage. Martinez had one of 3 Bison home runs in the game, a solo shot. Stuart Burroa picked up his first of the series, and he added a trio of RBIs in the game as well. It'd be the first of 2 straight games where Burroa would factor into the run decisions for the Bisons. However, Indianapolis would come away victorious 14-5 on what was the first Kids' Day game for the Bisons in 2024. Indy's winning streak would get up to 3 against Buffalo with a 6-4 win on Thursday evening with a pair of 3-run innings despite Buffalo's offense in the second and third frames respectively. Once again, it was Stuart Burroa trying to lead the offense 2 for 4 at the plate, including his 4th RBI in the last 2 games. Rafael Antigua had a 3-hit day as well. For the Bisons, they would come up just short, where Indy would pick up the win despite Chad Dallas going 4 2/3 innings. The Bison bullpen carrying the rest of the way, Nick Fraze, Mason Fluharty, Connor Cook, all combining to go more than 3 innings of shutout relief. The Bisons' first win of the series was in emphatic fashion, a 10-4 drubbing of the Indians on Friday evening, where Buffalo would score first and often late in the game as well. And again, it was a couple of loud base hits for the Bisons. 5 different members of the team would have multi-hit games, led right at the top by Spencer Horwitz, a 3-for-6 day at the plate. Following that contest, his batting average up to .350 on the season. Rafael Antigua added a couple of hits as well. So did Brian Serven. He went 2 for 5 in the Bison victory. And a fun note in that contest, Serven was the starting catcher behind Andrew Bash, who are lifelong friends growing up in the California area together. And for the Bisons, that combination helped lead to a Bisons 10-4 win on Friday night. For Bash, he went 4 innings, scattering just 3 hits, struck out 3 in the process, and maybe the most dominant performance by Hayden Yinger of the season. Picked up the win, went 2 innings, and struck out 5 along the way. 5 of the 6 outs recorded for the right-hander came via the punch-out, and Hagen Dana would close it out for the Bisons in the final inning of work, wrapped around innings of relief by Brandon Eisert and Mike Myers as well. Buffalo would notch their 2nd straight victory of the series on Saturday, a 9-3 win over the I-Tribe, in which Rafael Antigua would hit his first home run of the season, and it would cap what would be the everyday regular starting lineup. Every player for the Bisons offensively among that group now having at least 1 home run on the season. Luis de los Santos added 1 as well. All told, 5 home runs for Buffalo in the victory. They would score their biggest inning of the game, 5 runs in the top of the 6th, as Stuart Burroa would add a couple of RBIs with a 2-run home run. Peyton Henry, a 3-run shot of his own, that capping the 5-run frame, and the exclamation point in the top of the 9th when Spencer Horwitz hit a solo home run in the top of the 9th inning to continue his hitting streak. After Buffalo would win 9-3, they would fall in the finale of the series to the I-Tribe 8-3 Sunday afternoon. Once again, it was Paul Skeens on the mound, but Buffalo did touch him up for a couple of runs across 4 1/3 innings. It marked the Bisons' debut for Bull Sulzer, the right-hander who was signed to a minor league deal prior to the game on Sunday, and what was his 30th birthday. A birthday battery for the Bisons. Once again, Brian Serven behind the plate, also celebrating a birthday on Cinco de Mayo, along with his starting pitcher, Bo Sulzer, who went 3 1/3 innings in the defeat. Will Robertson would blast his 6th home run of the season in the loss, a shot to straightaway center field for his 6th of the year. And the Bisons return home now to take on the Worcester Red Sox, their longtime International League rivals, for a 7-game, 6-day series. Buffalo enters Tuesday night's play 18-14 on the year. That's good for 2nd best in the IL East. Everybody looking up at Scranton Wilkes-Barre right now, and for the Woo Sox, having won 3 straight, they have gotten back to 500 on the year. They are 16-16. A great week of promotions on tap, starting with a Tuesday promotion and a Topps Dog Day at the ballpark. It'll be a Honda Friday night bash for 80s night at the ballpark on Friday with the Resurgence Brewing happy hour and post-game fireworks show. And don't forget, spend Sunday afternoon, Mother's Day, here at the ballpark where moms and kids can run the bases following the Bisons' finale against the Worcester Red Sox. For this road trip recap presented by Student Transportation of America, I'm Pat Malacaro.